Jesse doesn't need to way out there.
Oh, he doesn't? I was going to head up there right after this.
Yeah, we were well away from it anyway.
Okay. Okay, I won't bother then.
Worked out good. Plus, there's a breaker there, so we turn on the light off. Perfect.
I still don't want to hit it anyway, though. But yeah. If you need anything like that, I can be able to run up there.
So you're still my starting.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
How's everybody this morning? Crazy weather, huh? Big switch coming, I guess, overnight, they're saying. So this week's code of conduct is respect the property of others. It's a good item to think about this week is just, the company vehicles, the equipment, the tooling, all that stuff. Try to maintain the care and respect the properties that we're working at, and plowing at and all that good stuff. So respect the property of others. So safety news. Hey, another 7 days without a recordable. Excellent. We're up to 104. Let's keep that trend going. Again, our record is 145 days. So we're approaching that, and probably in the next month we'll be pretty close if we can continue our due diligence on controlling our hazards. And then me trying to grow a beard has been kind of a hot topic in the office a little bit. I know it's not really coming in like I thought it would. So Ken made a challenge to me. He says a good challenge would be you're not allowed to shave your beard until our next recordable injury. So now we all have stake in this game. Okay, so if you want to make me look like see how long I can get my beard going. So, yeah, we'll find out, right?
It doesn't matter if it looks real.
Yeah. So if you guys accept this challenge, let's have some fun with this. And you can look out for your other coworkers, and if they might see something do a little unsafe, you can say, hey, I really want to see Matt keep growing that beard, so let's not do anything unsafe out there. So. We got a guest speaker today. Jennifer Clark's going to be going. We're going to just change it up this week, though. We're going to have Ken present first, and then we're going to have Jennifer Clark talk about some wellness stuff after. So I'll pass it over to Ken.
So first thing this morning on the way in, I realized that we didn't have the corporate announcements that it is a holiday on Monday. We're open, but it's Martin Luther King Day, so hopefully we'll all appreciate and think about that particular day because it's all about diversity and coming together. And let's see, for other announcements, we have please check your pay stub for your mailing addresses because W-2s are coming out soon. And that's a bummer if it doesn't come to you at the right spot and comes back. And then pick up your vehicle insurance certificates. I think most people probably have them. So we did a little raffle on some basketball tickets. I got a response from Jim McNall. I don't know if I got any others. So I don't see anybody else. But we have 4 tickets, 2 pairs. It's for Monday night's game against the Black Bears at the UVM Patrick Gym. And if you email me or text me, you get one of the pair. And the tickets are from our friends at NBT Bank. So the men's basketball, in case you didn't know, are doing really well. They, I don't know, what's their record, Jim? It's like 11-5? 12-5? Yeah, I mean, they're doing well. How close were they to the University of Kentucky? It was like 3 points. Yeah, at the very end. They almost pulled it off. So, good year for them. Technical tips this week, we're still talking about measuring distances, and the calipers are another device used, a high precision measuring device, and it's used for measuring thickness or opening size. So the smaller jaws fit inside of a piece of tubing, say, and as it opens up, it retracts, and then the larger jaws pinch down on your material. And also, something I wasn't really aware of, but the end is used as a probe, so you can go measure the depth off the tip, so that as you open it up, this end extends. And then the other thing we talked about vernier scales last week. Well, that's where vernier scales really are used mostly are on calipers. So I'm sure we got a few calipers. I got one right here. So Alberta, I think you gave me these, right? This is a digital one, so it doesn't have vernier scale. Let's see, it opens up. These small jaws will open up into a tube or an opening, and then at the same time, the probe sticks out, and you can get a measurement. Okay, so for projects, we're looking at which one? There we go. Looking at this. Well, it's really not the water break, is it? It's a sewer pipe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so ECI's contract with Eastern Pipe Services of Bow, New Hampshire. They're the pipelining contractor for the city, and they were installing some of their lining, and they had a pipe failure at 47 feet from one of the basically on a service, I guess, from the building at 72 Main Street, right, pretty much downtown. And then after several attempts to remove the tool, they called it timeout and brought us in to remove and excavate, and we repaired the pipe at the same time. So, real downtown in the narrow, slushy sidewalks a couple days ago. It's probably a little different now. With a small trench box getting in there, it looked like we were hammering with and sawing and hammering frost out. How much frost was there anyway?
About 3 feet.
3 feet. Wow, that's pretty intense frost. And there's the impact hammer on the 490. And you can see probably had a little impact on traffic, huh?
We had to maintain 2 lanes.
Okay. So from the project photo archives, this is at the Wilkes Davis Dining Hall at UVM in the basement. And that was in Burlington, obviously, at UVM back in 2005. And I think this was for an elevator shaft. In the basement, we had set up the mini excavator, little Bobcat, which has the electric power pack and hydraulic pack on the back. So it runs inside. Looks like we're hammering right there, but we had to dig inside of the building to have the face of the elevator, because elevators typically have the hydraulic pistons down in the floor.
Ended up rock drilling and
Yeah.
Is that you, Brian?
yeah.
Really? Oh. Are you sure? So, all right. Well, I don't know what you got for a program for Jennifer.
She's just gonna present.
Okay,
She's gonna have
all right.
PowerPoint.
Okay. Well, I'm sure
Hear
you.
me talk.
Yeah, we can hear you talk. Come on up then. This is Jennifer Clark from the American Cancer Society, the Vermont chapter, basically.
Yes.
Right?
So Alberta told me I had 15 minutes, so I had to write notes because I could talk for a really long time. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody. We are going to do the official check presentation. I was here. What are you looking
Change
for?
some lights on.
Oh, bright lights. This is like
Oh, yeah.
really early for me,
Well, we
guys.
can put that one right there. But I know we're gonna take. There you go.
All right, thanks. But I was really honored to be here at your holiday party or Christmas party. I'm not sure what you guys call it. Receiving that money. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about today was where that money goes. So you guys all are aware. So first, I've been with the American Cancer Society for about 3.5 years. I was diagnosed with cancer 10 years ago. I was 37 years old. It was breast cancer. So that was 3 years before I would have had a mammogram, because they recommend all women at age 40. So I found it myself. And had I not been proactive and told my doctor that something wasn't right, I wouldn't be standing here. So the lesson I learned with that, and I tell everybody, my teams, my sponsors, everybody, is know your body. If something's not right, you need to get it checked. That is the biggest piece of it. My kids were 5, 11, and 13, and telling them was the worst day of my life. So the year after that, I had a full hysterectomy because of complications with the cancer. So that changed things. I participated in my first relay in Franklin County as a survivor. I walked the survivor lap. Never heard of relay, never heard of the American Cancer Society. And 8 years later, I was forming teams. I did the relay, I did the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. I've done the Nordic Ski, the vertical challenge at J Peak, and the Making Strides team. If anybody stops at a Jolly store and gets the pink coffee cup, that's my team. We just broke the $500,000 mark. We're number 8 in the country. That's the importance to me. So with everything that I went through and all the help I received, I wanted to give something back. So I applied for this job, and here I am. So I'm spreading my personal word about following your bodies, healthy. I always ate junk, drank the wine after work, never smoked. Whoever's smoking in here, I'll be seeing you personally. And you can get lung cancer with not even smoking. So, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to be aware of, and you have to do whatever you can do because we don't know what is causing cancer. So when I was in treatment, I lost all my hair. I lost my eyebrows, my eyelashes, all my hair on my legs. And Alberta, there's a couple ladies in the audience. I still don't have to shave my legs. So shot of chemo, take care of it. But seriously, and some of my friends look at me and like, how can you laugh about what you just went through? It's like, if you don't laugh, you're not going to get through it. You can't sit home and, woe is me and I can't do this. You have to go through all those emotions of anger and hatred and everything, and then just stand up and fight back, because otherwise you won't do well. So I contacted the American Cancer Society, and they have what I now call my favorite 800 number. There's an 800 number you can call 24/7, 365, whether you're the person that was diagnosed, whether you're the mother, the brother, the friend, or the coworker, or whatever, and just say, what do I do? How do I deal with it? How can I help? Where can I get some information? They will talk to you. I told them, I said, I'm going to meet with my oncologist tomorrow. I just heard the words, I have cancer, and now I have to go meet with all these doctors. I don't even know what to do or what I say. They gave me a list of questions. These are what you really want to know. This is the stuff you want to know. And I brought my mother and my mother-in-law, and they took notes for me because I was just like, I was just stunned. You don't even know what to do or think. You have 2 weeks to make a decision. Was I doing a mastectomy? Was I doing a lumpectomy? Did I want to agree with this treatment or that treatment? And you don't have the information you need. So one of the things ACS does is they've got a website full of information. And when you get anything, whether even if you have a heart attack and you want to go to the Heart Association, you want to make sure you're going to a trusted website with information. The American Cancer Society has a full website. They've got the trained people to talk to you at any time. I remember calling them at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, I have to tell my kids tomorrow. How do I do that? So they walk you through it. They give you suggestions. They give you ideas. And then, so part of that was that, and then a wig. I'm losing all my hair. Not that I'm totally vain about my hair, but I get up, I do my hair every day. But to get up and say, okay, am I going to do the pink scarf or the purple scarf, or do I want to look normal? So I can go to the ACS and get a wig. No charge. You just go get a wig. I could have gotten purple if I wanted. It was kind of cool. Curly, straight, short, long, whatever you want. There's a vast array on the shelves out back. Some of you guys live in Franklin County. You're over 50 miles from the hospital. Hope Lodge is right outside the hospital. You can stay there for free. You and your wife, spouse, sister, whoever, a caregiver. For as long as you're in treatment, you go there and stay for free. They feed you. You got your own bedroom. There's a living room, all kinds of stuff. Look good, feel better. When I lost my eyebrows, you look the cancer part. That was the worst part for me. I didn't want people staring at me saying, oh my God, I think she has cancer. Because it's not, you don't want that attention. You just want to do your thing and move on. And I went to these classes. A friend went with me. They taught me how to use pencils and draw eyebrows. So you just don't look that sick you look. How to take care of your skin, because chemo and radiation dry your skin out. Radiation burned my skin. So they're just awesome things to help get you through it. They're not going to take it away from you, but they're going to ease your pain and suffering kind of to make it through and you're on the other side. 800 number, Road to Recovery, especially for those of you that live in Franklin County or people that you know. If you live 50 miles, or 50 miles is Hope Lodge. If you don't have a car, you need to get to chemo treatment, you've got nobody to bring you. You call ACS. We have volunteers that will come and pick you up at your home, bring you to treatment, and then pick you back up and bring you back home. There's so many people in our communities that don't have rides to treatment, so they don't get treatment. So it is very important. We're always looking for volunteers. We do it tends to be retired people that kind of are just looking for something to keep talking to people. So they're the ones that tend to volunteer. But if you work, or somebody you know works 3 days a week, say, hey, you want to volunteer 1 day a week and be a driver. You might not have a driver every week. You might have a couple people. You can pick your day. Say, I will drive anytime you have somebody on Tuesdays or whatever. That's really important because there are a lot of people in and around us that are not getting treatment because they can't get there. So that's sad. I'll give you about the website. So the other thing is with this money is oh, there's my alarm to get up. Sorry. That's really funny. It's my late day. Obviously not anymore. So research. The American Cancer Society developed the mammogram through fundraising. That was years and years ago. But some of the drugs that I was on were developed by the American Cancer Society. So what they're doing with research is they're finding better ways to either diagnostic testing or drugs that you can take during treatment to make it better, or trials to try new drugs and try new things. I actually was in a trial with Maureen Pigeon. That's how I met her 10 years ago. We both celebrated our 10-year anniversary this year. But it's really cool because what they did, they now have those same programs available regularly for everybody. So using that money to find out how we can make it better, how we can find, diagnose you sooner so it's stage 1 rather than stage 4. So lesson today is know your body, know when something doesn't feel right. If you feel a lump, if you're feeling bloated for some reason, or you've got this pain that's not going away, don't ignore it. Don't say, oh, it's just my back, or oh, I've had a long week. Go get it checked. Go see your doctor because you never know. Some of the symptoms don't show up as you think they would. Obviously breast cancer, you're going to feel a lump. Not necessarily, because my lymph nodes are already infected, and they told me I had leukemia in my lymph nodes. So I wouldn't have known that. I didn't feel it. It was because I pressed on one issue and they found another issue. So how can you guys stay involved? Like, you pooled in your hours, you raise all this money. That $2,800 is going to the American Cancer Society. I've got some flyers up here that talk about each of the programs I talked about, the phone number, the website, the transportation. I am the community manager for Relay for Life. So I run the Chittenden County Relay and the Franklin County Relay. And then I also do 2 Bark for Life events. So it's where we bring our dogs to the event because they're not allowed at the main relay. Anybody in here that had gone through cancer or knows anybody, I had a dog. My dog was by my side 24/7. That was my canine caregiver. So the Bark for Life events kind of just celebrate the dogs or canine survivors as well. We have those too. And then I also do a jet pull event. Did anybody hear about the jet pull this year? Where we pulled the FedEx 757, get a team of 20 people, and you have to play tug of war with it. It was kind of fun. But anyway, all these events that are going on, the Hope on the Slopes, the Nordic, the 5Ks, they're all little ways to raise money to keep going with our mission. But you might not like walking. You might like walking. You might think it's really cool to pull a jet, but you like going skiing. So there's a little bit for everybody to get everybody involved, to give a little bit back to help us do the bigger mission. So Relay this year, the Chittenden is June 9th. It used to be an overnight event for those that have heard about it. Has anybody ever participated in a relay? You? Which one?
MS.
You did the MS walk? Anybody else do any of these?
I'm completely.
You what?
I didn't do it all night long.
You did some of it, and what did you do?
It was Chittenden County at
the fairgrounds?
Yeah.
So it previously was an overnight event. It was 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. The teams all voted to change it to a daytime, and we moved it off Father's Day weekend and off the fishing derby weekend. So now all of you can come because you have no excuses. I think Alberta is going to start a team. I'm not sure which event, but the important thing is for that, you're coming there, and basically what it is me doing this. We're raising awareness. I don't talk to you all during the whole relay, but it's a day where the survivors and their caregivers and family and friends can just take a day and have some fun and forget about what they're going through. We do a free survivor and caregiver. This year we're doing a brunch at the relay. We do a luminary lap, so I brought some of those I can show you too. People can buy bags for $5, and you can write on it I know you guys have had some coworkers pass away recently. You can put in memory of in their name. We light them up, and once it gets dark, all it's lighting, the entire event are the bags. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight. So basically it's celebrating, remembering, and fighting back. But raising money, you guys can do it. Form a team. You guys can come and do tag team, because relay is as long as somebody's on the track at all times. But you guys can come for the whole 12 hours, or this group can come for 3 hours, and you come for the next 3 hours, and you come for the next 3 hours. You can set up a tent. You can bring a barbecue, and I'll hang out. You guys can walk. We've got an activity, Game On VT. I don't know if anybody's heard of them. They bring giant tricycles and the bubble soccer and cornhole. So it's kind of an activity field. So if you want to take a break from the walking, you can go and participate in one of those events. We've got a DJ, so there's dancing. We do an 80s dance party at 8 o'clock. But there's tons of stuff to keep you busy, and that's another way that you can stay involved. You can keep raising money. We're doing a daffodil sale right now. If you buy a box for $500, you buy a box of 50 bouquets of daffodils. That would go to your team. What am I missing? Volunteering. So if you guys don't want to do a team, you just say, hey, I'll come and you want to go check out the event. So I'll volunteer for 5 hours the day of relay. You can call me, sign you up. You can either help fill Luminaria bags, or you can help the logistics team, or you can help the parking team. But I'm telling you, once you go to a relay, you will be back every year. If you guys want to volunteer as ECI, you all put on your ECI shirts and volunteer, and you guys are the parking team, or you guys want to do a team and relay. There's a ton of ways that you can get involved. Or if you don't want to walk, you can do the downhill challenge. You can cross country ski, or run there's a multitude of events. But it would be really awesome to have an ECI team there, show off what you guys did. Pooling hours just to donate is an amazing thing. It's not like ECI just wrote a check out. It's from your heart. You guys all did that. So any questions? Nothing? Oh, good, because I didn't finish my coffee this morning.
Well,
it was really hot.
Everything you do.
Thank
For
you.
sure, and it's great to hear your story. And would you like the tickets to the basketball thing?
When is it?
It's Monday night.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well.
Anybody want to donate like $50? You can have the tickets.
Yeah, I see the way it works.
I saw him sitting there. I'm like, wow, I'm wondering.
So we had that big check.
Yes. So we have. So we actually have the real check. It's already deposited, but we have a big giant check. I would really love to get a whole group picture with everybody that can squeeze in. So we can.
Guess we can kind of crowd everybody over, and I'll get a picture or something.
Okay. So really quick, I just want to show you. So this stack here, we have each month is a different cancer awareness month, and we have a different mission that we focus on. I've printed off January through December. There's lots of information. There's the breast cancer awareness month, cancer awareness month, obviously, lung cancer awareness month. But if there's something that you want more information about, if you want to take any of these flyers, Alberta's going to have them all. Go through them, read it. If you want more specific information, if you have a loved one or a friend that is going through something and you're like, Jen, I want some information on colon cancer, let Alberta know and I will get it here to you. There's a flyer that just talks about all our free programs and services, and these are for everybody. So you might not be going through cancer, but somebody is. Take the flyer and give it to them, because so many people do not know about what all this free stuff that is available because of donations from you guys. And this is a sheet that just kind of shows an example. So the rides, $15, lodging, $50. So if you divide your check out for $2,800 by 50, whatever that comes to, I'm not awake yet, that's how many nights of free lodging. So you start thinking about every $50 that we raise, that's a free night for somebody going through cancer. It stays there for free and it's taken care of, and they don't have to drive, they don't have to deal with anything. So just an idea for you guys to see where your dollars are going. And then this is an example of a Luminaria bag. This is one that I made for a friend of mine that I lost. So this is what all of our teams, we sell these. You can decorate them, or if you just say, this is what I want to say on it, you can decorate it. They're put sand on the bottom and candles. So these line the track, both sides of the track at relay. So once it's dark, Imagine these bags all glowing with everybody's names and pictures all around the track. So it's a really cool way to honor everybody. And then if you guys want to buy daffodils, I brought those flyers too. But just if you guys have a minute, I know everybody's going to be taking off for jobs, but stop in to see Alberta and just take it and read it. And if I helped anybody, even one person in this room, then mission accomplished for me. So it's all about word of mouth and making sure everybody's aware of what's available to you. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and sharing this with us. And maybe we can get everybody towards the front around you. I got the check right here, and because it's really.
Anybody need to fix their hair or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure I got a way out. I better get against the wall.
Oh, you'll have to sit in the front. You have to get on the front.
Alberta can help me out. Come on, Ray. You want to try to get it in? You want to try to get it in?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So you know what, Matt, I think you're gonna help with the on there.
Oh, yeah, you was good. How's it going? Good.
Oh, Jesus, nice. Actually, I'm in pretty good shape now, Bubba. Then cigarettes gone, beer. Is this one whole thing I should take?
I think it's they're all the same. So this is January, so you just take one monthly mission, and then
I
this
want to
is
make sure that my wife's husband's got. Oh,
the next month you can grab that stuff. That's the mission.
okay. She's got a freaking husband.
So just like a packet. And then you can give Alberta. That's all the information, and then you can give Alberta. She might have some more.